Hello people, this is Power here to review the Power Rangers Beast Morphers, Beast X King Morpher. So this is the new Morpher that they're presumably gonna obtain in Season 2 of Beast Morphers. Nothing's known about it. So this is the original Morpher. This wasn't in Go Busters. As you can see on the side, we got Beast Morphers Red in his Beast X mode, or in Go Busters Powered Custom. But as you can see here, obviously this is an original thing because it's based off of this combination, or the Tatagami Lyo. How the Morpher works, Beast X Red, some generic kids, and yeah, so there's this Australia stuff because I'm pretty sure this is an import, but yeah, that's basically it for this. Obviously, you can do the try me stuff.
Hey Ranger, move me around.
This is actually more difficult.
Activate Beast X mode.
And obviously, you can continue pressing it.
Ranger, power up. Hey Ranger, move me around. It's Morpher time. Hey Ranger, move me around. Deploy Beast King Sword. Hey Ranger, move me around. Go Power Rangers. Hey Ranger, move me around. Defenders of the Grid.
And that's basically it. So let's actually get this open and take a look. So here we have the Beast X King Morpher. Obviously, just like the Beast X Morpher, we're going to look at the Morph X key first, because this one is way more basic than the previous release. So this does not have a name as of now, but I'm just calling it the Beast X King key. Or this is the key for the Beast X King Zord, which I honestly really do like. It seems like an upgraded. I want to keep saying I want to say progress keys, but they're not. So here's the track for it. These are actually new blades, or new tracks, but new shapes. So we have a fourth now, or we have fourth one now. These are basically like, this is basically like a basic figure one, because obviously comparing this to the Morph X key from the Beast X Morpher, this is a lot less, obviously, because it doesn't come with these two. But if I do have to compare these, they're the same exact track, which I'm actually not disappointed by it, because they actually made a use out of this track. Because when this initially came out, we were like, what the heck is this for? So now, because they essentially made a use out of it, I actually don't mind it. It's basically like the T-Rex Supercharged Morpher with the like Go-Go Power Rangers sound, and the Dino Charge Morpher. They made that into the T-Rex Charger. So yeah. Now onto the Beast X King Morpher, which obviously it's original because this was never used in Go Busters, because the upgrade of 2 Beast X mode is an additional attachment for the Beast X Morpher, which I kind of predicted that there's kind of going to be no way of doing that with how we did it, because of how the gimmick of that was that you press them both together and both of these spring out. But because this is our activation of this, I don't know how they will be able to do the GB custom visor. So obviously, they might try to like introduce this and like, I don't know, make it so like this transforms into this with a GB custom visor, but that, I feel like that's kind of a stretch. Or this might not be in the show at all, which at that point, then what was the point of this? So it's basically. It's basically a lion head, which is pretty neat. I want to say the base is kind of the same, but it's... I want to say it's less... It's obviously less techier than this one. But they're actually both the same mass, I want to say so. But this is gray, this is black. I know in the unboxing I said this is kind of unnecessarily huge, but honestly, actually, like, after a while, I actually kind of prefer this over this, because this seems unreasonably huge. Speaker down here, trans-dap, copyright, all that fun stuff, on and off switch. The two activation buttons we have, so this clear white, or this clear piece, which is supposed to be this, and then we have a new piece, a secondary button for the main, which is pretty cool, but obviously this is how you activate it manually. And then Zyken pointed this out to me. I don't know if this is supposed to happen, but you can move this jaw. I don't think you're supposed to be able to, because there's like a tab here. I think Zyken must have like accidentally like pushed it down or something. I don't know. He just told me about it. I'm like, God, that's kind of concerning. And the strap I want to cover because they actually changed it. They actually, well, now it's actually on the upper, now it's on the left instead of the right, which actually makes it easier. And then they cut this by half, just so then you actually have more, I guess, freedom of where you want to put it. So here's me with the Beast XK Morpher. And okay, I have it on really tightly, but I actually really like it. It actually feels nice in the hand. Okay, it feels nice on the hand and such. However, it suffers with the same issue with the Beast X Morpher, where they purposely put the speaker where your arm's gonna block it, so then the sounds are going to get muffled. Then I'm like, what's the point of making it loud then? But you know, this is fun to do and such. So, okay, I already technically did comparisons with the Beast X Morpher, because they're kind of like, they're supposed to be in the same caliber, but obviously this is way different because the Beast X Morpher is supposed to be like this, but this one's more like an overhead thing. So I don't even remember if I actually covered the try me functions. I'm just gonna, if you want the try me functions, then just go watch the demo. I'm gonna just do on right away. We get an activation sound, which is actually sound accurate to the show. So that's just, you're just gonna hear that a lot. Sound accuracy. I'll actually do that again because, as you can see, there's 3 LED placements, which is really cool. I just want to note that there is an LED on this side, but we're mostly going to see on this side. So, obviously, just like the normal Beast X Morpher, we can press this button for phrases.
Go Power Rangers!
We get that from the opening theme.
Rangers, it's go time!
We have stock Devon.
Rangers, power up!
Then we have actual Devon.
Let's go! Go Power Rangers! It's Morphin time! Let's go! Rangers, it's go time! Go Power Rangers! Rangers, power up!
So basically, it alternates between red and green. And I forgot to show, like, just this design of the button. I don't know if this is supposed to be a brain or not, but it's really neat.
Let's go! It's Morphin time! Let's go! Rangers, power up! Let's go! Rangers, it's go time! Go Power Rangers!
So, yeah, just showing that. And obviously, as I mentioned before, with this button, we get additional stuff. But let me zoom out, because I'm still trying to figure out how you frame this. So once you press this, the main will come out.
Rangers, power up!
We get the ending part of the opening, which is amazing, plus a lion roar. So, Now when you press this, my color is now blue. We get 4 lion sounds. I like how it ends on a sneeze. It will just cycle between those 4. And then basically, if you try to do that sound again, you can't actually get it.
Let's go!
Even if you try to like cycle through this.
Rangers, power up! Let's go! Go, go, Power Rangers!
Because obviously this still has motion activation. This still has a motion sensor, so we can do those stuff. It's just kind of difficult to do on camera.
Activate Beast X mode!
So a new thing with this one now is that you can actually do the finisher without transforming at all, which is actually really cool, because obviously with this Morpher, you can transform, but you can't do a finisher. So it's interesting that they're doing the opposite. And also, after you do that, you can actually get this sound again, but I don't remember if the other sound is still. Whoops.
Virus eliminated!
Yeah, so the finishers work the same way. So yeah. So okay, now after you do the finisher process, you can actually get this sound again.
Rangers, power up!
So that's really cool. So now with Morph X Key Compatibility, obviously we just flip it out like so, and then slot it in this slot to get the actual new morphing sound. If it actually works. That's the ejection sound, which is basically from the legendary Morpher. So most of the key sounds are from that, but technically they're from the show. So again, slot it in like so. Just like the Morph X or the Beast X Morpher, the reader in this thing's not that great.
It's Morphin' time! Activate Beast X mode!
There's part of the morphing sequence, it was supposed to do the insertion sound, but I guess because it already read that, it was trying to read the rest of it, which I don't know. So basically, we get Devin saying it's morphin' time, then we get the start of the background music of the morphing sequence, and that's just amazing. Then now we get what we can assume to be the Beast X King Zord, but it just sounds like David. And that's the turn off sound. So I'm gonna do that whole sequence again, so then we can actually get it accurate.
It's Morphin' time! Activate Beast X mode!
And as you can see with the morphing, quote-unquote morphing sequence, the eyes alternate between the eyes, or the LEDs alternate between the eyes in this part. Then with this key specifically, it mixes the red and green keys, the red and green LEDs to make this orange.
Defenders of the grid!
It won't show well on camera because of my lights.
It's Morphin' time!
So basically, he'll say phrases and everything after that. Will do line roars.
Activate Beast X mode! Defenders of the grid! Deploy Beast King Sword!
So yeah, obviously we can do our finishers.
Activate Beast X mode! Virus eliminated!
And yeah, that's basically it. If you try to actually do this button with the Morph X key, it's still the same.
Rangers, power up!
I did not know it still did that sound. So this still just acts the same in both modes. So, key ejection sound. Basically how this works is that the Morphex keys, when you insert them, they push a button in here that make those go up. So, just to show that this track specifically activates the same sound, if it actually wants to work. However, like obviously with some keys, because of how some keys will not be able to press this well because of just how they are. So you might have to actually help it or just push it through.
It's Morphin time! Activate Base X mode!
So it's the same thing. I don't want to dwindle on this because you guys already saw the review. So this again, if that does that, then this in here.
Let's go! Defenders of the grid! It's Morphin time!
So yeah. That thing's gonna shut off very soon, as this just did. I want to show two keys specifically, a Ranger and a Villain key. I'm not gonna bother showing B spots because they're still under Ranger. So here's Red Fury Mode's key, just to show that this can still read Morphex keys.
It's Morphin time! Yeah, we clocked it! Unreal! Rangers, it's go time! Yeah, we clocked it!
Yes, we
It's
did.
Morphin time! Unreal! Yeah, we clocked it!
So it's the same phrase as the Beast X Morpher. Even like finishers are still the same. And then I pulled a Tronic.
Virus upload complete. Tronics attack!
So as you can see here with the villain keys, it will start doing the music for when they're morphing, but then they have the actual in-show transformation sounds of Roxy and Blaze, and then it will have Blaze saying virus upload complete, yeah, like his actual actor, and then it will just cut to stock Blaze. So
You'll never defeat me!
that's a new phrase.
Not today, Rangers!
That's Evox.
Tronics attack!
That's old Blaze.
You can run, but you can't hide!
New Blaze.
The Morph X is mine!
Evox stock.
Tronics attack!
Stock Blaze.
Not today, Rangers!
Stock Evox.
You'll never defeat me! The Morph X is mine!
So again, if we do the finishers,
Your beast powers will be mine! Victory is mine, Rangers!
and one thing I actually want to note too is that obviously with villains, their LEDs become red. With Rangers, it's green, and then this one specifically is orange. So I really like that. So overall, what I think about the Beast X King Morpher is that I think it's a huge improvement over the Beast X Morpher, because the thing that grabs me with this toy, there's that. The thing that grabs me with this toy is its show accurate, like in-show sounds, the activation sounds, the keys sounds, the actual music from the series. Like, this is like CSM Super Sentai artisan quality. So it's just like, the best part too is that this is for $20, because initially the Beast X Morpher was 30, but I got it for 22, and now it's being sold for 15. So with this technically now being $5 more than Amazon price Beast X Morpher, I think that's kind of worth the price. But, and like, we don't know if this will still be 30 in like retailer stores or not, but I think it's like I would just say, like, get it off of Amazon as fast as you could, because this toy is, again, a huge improvement over the Beast X Morpher. Yes, we don't have voice activation anymore, but honestly, I feel that was the weakest part of the Beast X Morpher, and I think, like, as I stated originally with the Beast X, my thoughts on the Beast X Morpher, I thought it kind of did too much because it was trying to have a gimmick. Whoops. It was trying to have a gimmick, motion sensors, like emotion, like sounds, and then voice activation. So with voice activation, I'm kind of happy that one's kind of gone, because I don't want to go back into how I did the review. Okay. So, but with that gone, I don't really mind it because, like, we actually have. Well, I guess getting into one of my criticisms with this toy is that I don't like the fact they still carry over um, the stock voices from this toy. Some characters it's fine with, like, the villains, honestly, but like, when you're trying, like, when you have the actual actor, why can't you just have them do all the phrases? Why do you have to, like, still use the stock voice? Because again, it's weird hearing actual Devin, and fake Devin, and then now we, like, and also we have, well, okay, like, because he's the one that's most distinctive. Like, yeah, you can tell that's not him, and then Blaze, I would say he's not bad, but I wonder how much more they have of the actors, because I think they only got David, Ravi, Zoe, and Blaze for this toy specifically. I don't think everyone else reprised their roles back, but the fact they got the actors for this toy is nice. Um, but other than that, I don't really have a lot of nitpicks over this toy. And again, it's like, if you've been collecting Morphex keys, then this is compatible with all those other ones. It's just that specific ones are going to actually get newer phrases and such, but I'll cover that in the next review. So this is PowerRider, and I'll leave you people. Bye.